Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing Where is my ex? So before we get into the podcast, I just want to let you know about my website, dateme.tips. That's www.dateme.tips. Do you need help trying to save your crumbling relationship? Would you like advice on how to try and get your ex back? Or maybe you need an action plan on how to try and get a girlfriend or boyfriend. I provide email coaching on all of these subjects and can help your specific situation. Visit my website dateme.tips to find out more details. That's www.dateme.tips. You will also find on my site the books that I've written, my clothing range, and other information. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing Where is my ex? So when you've been broken up with, when you've been dumped, you will naturally be feeling desperation. You will naturally be feeling confusion, and you will have so much going around your head. You will have so many questions. You just won't know what to think and when. And one of the most vivid questions that often goes through the mind of a dumpy is, where is my ex? So if you've been in a relationship, you would naturally have had some type of routine where you would see your ex certain times within the day. If you live with each other, or if you don't live with each other, you will see each other on certain days of the week. It will just be that type of routine where you naturally see each other. If you live with each other, it will of course be certain times when you're not working or whatnot and you're within the house. And if you don't live with each other, then it will be a situation where maybe you had certain date nights that you always went on. But when you've been dumped and you get into the phase of trying to experience the single life once more, you will start to wonder, where is my ex? Because, ordinarily at this type of time, on this kind of day, I would be with them. So now, where are they now? And what are they doing? And those type of thoughts can be very destructive to your mindset. They can be very upsetting, and they can lead to desperation, which can sometimes lead you to make mistakes such as reaching out and pestering an ex who has ended a relationship. It is my belief that if you've been dumped, that you really need to consider implementing my version of the no contact rule. There are many different versions of no contact that you can find online, and I believe that my version of a no contact rule gives you the best possible chance of trying to get your ex back. So I suggest that you subscribe to my podcasts so that you can fully understand and familiarise yourself with my version of a no contact rule. But in essence, I believe that in most situations, you should never contact your ex again unless they contact you first. So when you're starting to wonder, where is my ex? What are they doing? That can often lead you into a scenario where you reach out and you show desperation, you show neediness, and you start to annoy your ex who has already ended a relationship because they have decided they no longer want to be with you. And now you are starting to pester them, to annoy them, to frustrate them. And that is not going to help your cause. At this point, I just want to mention my weekly wingman service. I can be your wingman for the week, providing you with bespoke motivational encouragement. This can be to help with your love life, as well as ingraining a self-improvement mindset. The course begins with an audio call for us to speak and then moves on to emails. For more details on this service, please click the link in the description. So when you're starting to wonder about your ex and thinking, where are they? What are they doing? Where are they now? You need to really start to understand what you should be doing instead. So if you're starting to have that moment where you're wondering where your ex is, and as I said, it's very natural. Everybody goes through it. If you've been dumped, you will have a moment in your day, in your week, where you're thinking, where is my ex? I should be with them. Normally we will be doing this together. And instead, I haven't heard from them in a certain period of time. What are they doing now? So when you think that, when those thoughts start to cloud your mind, what I suggest you do is to pick up your phone, go on the computer, or however you want to go about this, and contact your friends. I just want you to send a message out to your friends, not about your ex, but instead about something completely different. So whether you're sending a text, whether you decide to make a call, maybe you want to do a video call, maybe you want to send an email, however you normally contact your friends, I just want you to reach out to them and just start chatting about something in the future. So depending on what your interests are, maybe you're going to be going to an event with your friends at some stage, maybe you've got some plans, maybe you haven't seen them in a while, maybe they live far away and you just want to catch up. But I want you to kind of ideally send them a message talking about something in the future, something positive, something forward thinking. And if you don't have plans, if you haven't got anything to kind of mention to your friends that's coming up, then this is the greatest time of all to make plans, to make a suggestion. If you're starting to really wonder about your ex, starting to worry about where they are, what they're doing and who they're with, reach out to your friends, send them a message and say, you know what, this weekend, do you want to do this? Or how about next week we go and see that? You know, whatever it is, it could be a sporting event, it could be a music event, it could be some type of local event that's in your area, it could be something a bit more extravagant. Whatever it is, I want you to be sending a message to your friends, getting it out there, getting the communication going for positive plans in the future. If you've already got plans, if this is already in place, then, as I said, I want you to contact your friends and to just really start to go over what's going to be happening and just try to get your head into a space of thinking forward and not dwelling on your ex, not dwelling on the thoughts of where your ex is at the moment. Because the truth of the matter is that in most instances, your ex is probably just sitting at home, not really doing anything at all. Because when somebody decides to end a relationship, they often want space. And more often than not, they are not doing what you might be fearing. They are not probably on a date with somebody. Okay, occasionally it does happen, that is the truth. But in most instances, when you're wondering where your ex is and what they're doing, they are likely to be at home, watching TV, doing nothing exciting at all. Just enjoying the space of being single because they've made the decision that at this point in their life, that is what they want to be. So I hope you've enjoyed today's podcast. I hope it gives you something to focus on and consider when you start to have your head clouded with all of these negative thoughts about where your ex is. Just reach out to your friends, try to make contact with them about something in the future. Either if it's been planned, then talk about that, or if it hasn't, just start to make plans, plan for the future and enjoy your life with your friends.
Yeah, if you miss your ex, we can help with that. Help you get him back, or we can help find you someone else. Yeah, Vincent Bow, the relationship coach, giving you some insight, bringing you a new approach. DateMe.tips, go and check the site, giving you advice, helping with your love life. Get your ex back, or move to the next. Ain't no sweat, you know Vincent Bow got you. Finding love ain't no problem. Yeah, DateMe.tips, check it out now.